Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone. Yes, that's going to be excellent if we do that. Yes, of course. I have to run. Bye-bye. Hey, welcome back to Discovery Ranch. My name is Mr. Dawson, and I'm here to take you on discovery so you can learn how to read and write. Join me here each day so we can go on brand new discoveries together. In fact, if you'll let me know something that you've learned, I will send you an activity book. Just send your letter right here to Valley PBS, and I'll get one of these back to you as soon as possible. All right, it's time for phonemic awareness. You know how to say it. You ready? Let's do it together. Daily phonemic awareness. Yes, we've been playing some games. Oh my goodness, I love playing phonemic awareness games. What game should we play today? Oh, I know. Identification. Okay, let's see if you can find the phoneme that I want. I have my paper here so I can remember what words to do. Okay, here we go. You ready? Here's my first word. You ready? Wet. Say wet. Right. Now, my question is, what is the beginning phoneme in wet? Let me see. If I sounded it out, wet. And I said the beginning phoneme. Right. Wah. That's right. The first phoneme was wah. You guys are amazing. Okay, here's the next one. Here we go. You ready? Hug. Can you say hug? All right. This time I want the middle phoneme in hug. Okay, how do I do that? I'm going to sound it out. Ugh. And I said the middle phone. Right again. Right. Is for you. Yes, that's awesome. Okay, last one. Here we go. Oh, you're not going to get this one? No way. Will not get this one. Are you ready? The word is zap. Can you say zap? Right. This time, are you ready? I want the ending phoneme. So if I was to sound it out, z, what? You already know it? I didn't even get through all of the phonemes and you got it. Yes, it's p. The ending phoneme is p. You guys are amazing. I really knew that you were going to be able to do that. I was only tricking. You guys are really good at this identification of the phonemes that I want. Oh my goodness, that's so great. All right, well, let's move on and do our sight words then. Remember, sight words are important because when you know them in your brain, when you see them in a book, you'll be able to read them. And if you need to write them, you just recall it right out of your brain and say, oh, I know how to spell that word. Okay, here we go. We've done these two sets. Let's do this one. Are you ready? Here we go. In, play, she, a, will, what, be, they, he, I, all, some. Good job. We've done it. Now, let's use all of our skills that we've been learning to talk about vowel teams. And these are the vowel teams that we've been reviewing. Do you remember them? This is book. And it says, And when you see this clue, you might be saying, But you remember, there's other phonemes that have OO in them. Like this one, spoon, ooh. And these are all the clues you'll see in books of how it might say ooh. But when it's the same as OO, you'll have to choose. Am I going to say or am I going to say ooh? And when you sound it out, you'll usually figure it out. That's spoon, ooh. Okay, this is boy, and it says oi. And these are all the ways, the clues that you can see in a book that'll say oi. Right. And then our last one is cow. Ow. Ow is our phoneme. And this are the clues that you'll see in books that you'll think about and say, oh, I think I better say ow. Right. And then what are we learning about today? We're learning about aw. Aw, like straw. Right. Straw. And these are all the clues. These are all the clues. Let's go through all the clues. A, AW, AU, AUGH, and AL. All of those will say all. Now, I have a story, but before I tell you that, I want to tell you, it seems like to me that AW is the one that you'll see a lot that says aw. And it's true in the story that I have for you today. Here's my story. It is Hawk at Dawn. Let's read it. Six hens met. We need to make a plan. A hawk will come at dawn. Ooh, that doesn't sound good at all. 6 hens got busy. These hens made a plan. They ran across the lawn. They crawled under a mill. 6 hens hid from a hawk. Now, I think we'll spend 2 days on this, but let me get my trusty dusty pen out of here somewhere. I have green today. And I want you to look at the title. Here's the title. And do you see some of the clues that we've been talking about in aw? Yes. AW. What does AW say? It says aw. And there's another one. Do you see that? Aw. So that's when I sound it out. I wouldn't say awk. Hawk. That doesn't make sense, does it? But if I remember that the AW says aw, then I can sound it out. Awk. Hawk. Or the same thing here. It wouldn't be duh, awin. That doesn't make sense to me. But if I remember that AW says aw, then I could say duh, on, dawn. So there's our title, Hawk at Dawn. Isn't that amazing? It really is. Now, I need to do the next thing. Are you ready for the next thing? I am. Okay, so I'm going to take this down, and then I want to put this next one up, but I want to talk about our essential question. Do you remember what it is? What kinds of bugs do you know about? Yes, and we talked about yesterday, and we wrote yesterday, and I typed it up kind of like what I saw in there, and now I want to take a look at it very closely. Are you ready? Let's read. I have my topic, I have my details, and I have my conclusion. Let's read it. There are many kinds of bugs in nature. A spider is a bug, a ladybug is a bug, a beetle is a bug. These are some bugs we find in nature. All right. Now, like we talked about yesterday, we were saying there was all kinds of mistakes in there, wasn't there? Okay, so let's take a look at the first one. First of all, there's spacing issues, isn't there? No spaces. A good sentence is always going to have spaces. So I need to fix that. And then the uppercase letter, there's no uppercase letter in any of these, are there? So I'm going to have to fix that. And then periods are there, but I need a period there, don't I? And then I have to start thinking about how to spell words a little bit better. Here we go. So let's just fix this one. I'm going to put it right over here. I have to put an uppercase letter, A. And then I have to remember my spaces. A spider, I'd. And I'm going to put ER. A spider is a, and then we have what? Bug. B-ug. 3 sounds, so I have to have 3 letters. B-u-g. Then I put my punctuation. I have my uppercase letter, I have my punctuation, I have my noun, and I have my verb is. Now this is kind of a boring set. We'll have to fix it up tomorrow. It's kind of boring, but we'll fix it up again tomorrow. Now here's the next one. A ladybug is a bug. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, same thing. I have to put uppercase letter A. And it definitely needs spaces. That's what I heard a lot of people tell me yesterday. So let's put a space and spell ladybug. How many syllables are in ladybug? Let's do that one. Lay-dee-bug. How many syllables? 3. What's the first syllable? Lay. So I could spell that one. L-A. What was the next syllable? D. Well, that should be easy, just a D. But guess what? I have to put a Y at the end to say that E sound. Lady, because D by itself just says D. But if I put the Y there, it can say E. Ladybug. Oh, I already know how to spell bug. B, U, and G. A ladybug. Oh, and I'm going to copy this. Why? I don't have to think anymore. Well, I still have to think, but I already have the words here, so why not use it? Is a, but I'm making, do you see what I'm doing? I'm making sure that I have my spaces. It makes it way easier to read. Look, when I have these spaces, here, it was kind of hard. I couldn't figure out where the spaces were supposed to go, or where the word starts and where it ends. But when I put the spaces, it makes it far easier. Okay, so now I have the last one. We're almost done with the editing. Remember, in editing, I have to make sure it has uppercase, a punctuation, and the verb, and the noun, and then we have the word, or the sentence. A, space, beetle. Now, did you hear the E sound? E. This one just says eh. I have to have a clue. E-E-T-L-E, beetle. A beetle is a bug. And don't forget what? The punctuation, right? I think we've done it. I have the uppercase letter, the punctuation, the noun, and the verb, so it works. All right. Even though it's not the best sentences, we'll have to do that tomorrow. There are many kinds of bugs in nature. A spider is a bug. A ladybug is a bug. A beetle is a bug. These are some bugs we find in nature. Isn't that amazing? Oh my goodness, we've done so many things today. We're talking about awe and all the clues that we have for that. We've done sight words. We did phonemic awareness. And then we edited our writing. Tomorrow, when we come back, if you come back, and you should, we're going to make these now. We're going to add some interesting parts to it. I hope you'll be here with me while we do that. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun.